Everybody, welcome back to Straight from the Crates. Today we are talking about one of the most successful and most disrespected figures in hip hop history, which is MC Hammer. And not the album that everybody jokes about. We're going back to Let's Get It Started because this album right here, this is where hip hop took a turn and people are still arguing about it to this day. The year was 1988, and hip hop was about being raw, street, lyrical, and political. And that's cool. But then MC Hammer stepped in with all his dance routines, bright visuals, clean presentation, and this mass appeal. And all of a sudden now we have a mass divide in the community of hip hop. And this is where everybody versus everybody started, in my opinion. So we're still dealing with that today, from the East Coast versus West Coast, real rap versus fake rap, female versus male rap. Like, there's always been beef, but the divide of what's culturally acceptable, I believe, started with MC Hammer and his debut into the music industry. So let's get it started. And I want to say that for me, this album is rooted in funk, and it's so many samples from all these great funk artists. And it speaks to me, or spoke to me at the time, because there's really not a track on the album that it won't hype you up or make you feel good. And I think that, or know that, MC Hammer and his crew or team, they structured this for crowds, and like it was designed for energy, because it's like the title track, Let's Get It Started, Pump It Up. They put me in the mix. They're not just trying to impress you lyrically, they're trying to move you and move the culture physically. And the message that MC Hammer was giving off was, you have to be confident. You need to have drive. You need to, work for what you want. He's also stating like you need to feel joy and happiness and participate in the community. So I'd say that MC Hammer was trying to make hip hop into something that everyone could join and be inclusive in, and not just sit there and listen. He wanted you to, get in there, dance, be cool. But somehow, in between all that, people start saying like he's too polished or he's too commercial or too safe. But it's like on the flip side, who benefits when hip hop stays underground? And who decides what's real, or what real even means? Because I'd say MC Hammer, he had his own following before he ever became mainstream. He sold his own tapes. He created his own demand without waiting for any validation. And that's, pretty hip hop and street to me. And I'm not talking about it, like from a distance. I lived it. I was here. I had the MC Hammer sheets. That means that hip hop wasn't just something I listened to. It was something that I grew up with, something that was already inside of me. And MC Hammer made that accessible, and he made it visible, and he made it normal for kids to connect to hip hop without feeling like they weren't hard enough or couldn't belong. And also the lyrics, they were acceptable. So your parents weren't mad if you were listening to his music either. So that, to me, was extremely impactful, and you can't erase it. So now I'm gonna talk about like, what are people actually criticizing him for? Is it for his branding, the big tours, Did people not like him because he had a commercial reach and he was extremely visible? Because in present time, that's the entire industry, how the entire industry works. So what I'm asking then is, why was it so wrong when he did it? And then why was it right after it became perfected? Because as I stated, it's like all the artists of today, all they care about is the image, if they're edgy, and who they can include into their groups, like the Beehive, the Barbs, and all these, I don't know, you know, inclusive spaces to where they can get as much mass appeal as possible. And then I want to say, if that's the case, like MC Hammer promoted joy, movement, family level accessibility, such as a community, and it was treated like a joke. And that, I feel like that lane is open again, and someone should, try to fill that, because in my opinion, like, that's something that we're missing. Like, what happened to the fun in hip hop? And I would say that Let's Get It Started did not water down hip hop. MC Hammer didn't water down hip hop. He expanded it, in my opinion. Like, he tested how far you can go. And maybe the real issue isn't MC Hammer. Maybe it's that hip hop still hasn't fully decided what it wants to be. So here's the questions. Was MC Hammer a culture shifter or a culture divider? And if he dropped today, would people stream it or would people clown it? Let me know down in the comments. I want y'all's real opinions. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you again on Straight from the Crates. Peace.